Hey toy fans, this is Kyle from the TF Review, and welcome to another episode of Deconstructed. In today's episode, we are going to be taking a look and taking apart this Kamen Rider driver, as well as one of these 4 Gaia memories. Oh, it's mid one go off. Now, in typical fashion, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain a little bit as to what this belt does. Now, this belt was unique in that it didn't feature any electronics inside of the belt itself. All of the sounds and all of the LEDs, if you had the DX versions, came from these Gaia memories, which were inspired by flash drives, I guess you could say. And you would need 2 flash drives. You would need 2 of them to get really the full effect of the gimmick. You would need one with a gold tip and one with a silver tip. And the sounds in these are timed a little bit differently. There's a delay in the gold tip, I believe. So when you stick it in and you activate it, the sounds kind of, okay, alright, Trial. Jeez, man. The sounds kind of fit together like a zipper. It's a really cool, very creative way to do a driver. So I guess we're going to take a look at, where is he? I want to take apart this Extreme, because I don't like this guy. I wouldn't mind this guy not working anymore. That's a real positive way to look at it, isn't it? So, we're going to take off the screws and look inside this Gaia memory. Alright, all of the screws are out. Now what's left is to open it up and take a look-see at the electronics. This right here is the front cover, and of course I had to do the clear one, which is the hardest one to film. The front cover can just come right off. There's nothing going on. And this right here is the back. This is where all the little electronics are going on. Again, really high quality speakers. I'm surprised that they put this much into just a simple gimmick. It's just a little stick that makes sound. And I love it for that reason. Gaia memories are awesome. And there's not really a lot going on. The button down here is just right there. When it gets pushed, it activates the sounds. Let's see if we can reveal the button. Yeah, it's just a standard little digital button that's activated with a little rubber pad, just like any other non-mechanical keyboard. And you've got all the sounds and whatnot right here on this computer board. So that's it. Let's go ahead and we're going to open up the driver itself. Alright, and it looks like I've taken off the back panel in less than 2 minutes, and everything is already starting to fall off. So inside, this is what we have. This is the mechanism. It's kind of like, reminds me of the inside of a car engine. And now we've completely undone the locking mechanism, so it's just floppy now. I guess we should continue. Alright, so I've got it, for the most part, taken apart. It's really amazingly simple. Essentially, this right here is the front part of it. I know this part can come apart. That wasn't even English. I know the front plate can further come off. It really doesn't want to. I've tried for a little while. I was able to get it to come off about this much. But these screws down here do not want to come out, and I don't want to risk breaking it, because I don't imagine there's very much going on in here anyway. So essentially the 2 things just sit in there, and then they open up. And this is what the inside of them, one of them, looks like. So the way this works is you take the Gaia memory, and you stick it in here, and you'll notice there's a little lever right here that I'm pulling. When you activate it, and you go like that, this lever pushes forward, and it essentially, like, just hits the button. So it's just a fancy, this whole driver is just a fancy button pusher, which is kind of silly. Very easy to take apart. Here is the back plate. Lots of screws still flying out of it. And this is the other thingy. Just like that. And down here there's also, you'll see a little window. It's not even a window, it's actually just a little hole. And that's where the LEDs will stick through on the DX Gaia memories. But anyway, when you twist it like this little button down back here hits that lever, and it just makes the sounds. And that's the Gaia memory. This might be a quick deconstructed, but this is a very simple driver. This driver does have a lot of sentimental value to me. Yes, it's in pieces now. But this is really around the time I started getting into like Bandai of Japan, Tokusatsu, Kamen Rider kind of stuff. And this was the first show that I followed. Kamen Rider Doube. Really wanted the toys. I couldn't afford the toys, but I really wanted them. And now I have some of them. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try and put this back together, and we'll see if I'm able to do a good job on that or not. So, without further ado... Alright, and we're done. And one of the reasons why I like doing this video series is just the act itself of taking apart and putting toys back together. Generally, it's happened a few times where the toy has felt surprisingly more robust after putting it together, tightening the screws and whatnot. This included, it's a lot clickier. It just feels like it's a better quality toy now that I've like gone in and tightened everything up, which is never usually intended. But now I was able to get it back together, and it works like a charm. That does it for this edition of Deconstructed. Be sure to check back, as I have a lot more deconstructed videos in the works, to include Sentai roleplay toys, changers, henshin devices from Kamen Rider, you name it, actually, I'll take it apart. Got a couple requests to do some Transformer toys, so I might as well do that, too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. God, I love that sound.